Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video with me, Charles Finch, the greatest Doctor Who expert himself. Alright, so it's been a while since I've filmed a video because I've been really busy. But don't worry, hopefully for next year I will film a lot more videos sooner rather than later. Alright, I want to get straight into this. Alright, so last week we've had news that Doctor Who will be returning in next year's Christmas special of 2026, which I'm so excited about. It was going around all around the internet, and it's also confirmed that Disney Plus have pulled out, and they will not be renewing their deal and will not be continuing with Doctor Who, which is quite a shame. But at the same time, to be honest, Russell T Davies has lost his edge. I'm not to be rude or anything, but I think it's time for a new, fresh face for the show and move forward. Because Russell T Davies, he brought back Doctor Who in 2005. He was the man who revived the show and made it more popular back then. And he gave us two amazing spin-offs, Torchwood and the Sarah Jane Adventures. There was going to be, during the production of Series 2 in 2006, RTD was going to make a new spin-off called Rose Tyler, Earth Defense. But unfortunately, it was doing Series 2 that he didn't want to spoil it because he changed his mind. So Torchwood was instead the first spin-off to be produced rather than Rose Tyler, because they didn't want to spoil her ending, because her story wasn't going to end there originally, but plans changed and it got moved on. And there has been talks that Paul McGann has been seen at Bad Wolf Studios, and everyone is thinking that he will be filming for next year's Christmas special of Doctor Who. But here's the thing. Around that time, he's also busy filming for a new movie with Luther, with Idris Elba, and he's going to be in it. So I don't know. It's very unlikely that he will be in Doctor Who's Christmas special. But who knows? I don't want to give my hopes up. I think, for me, if Paul McGann were to come back, I think they would write him an 8th Doctor spin-off series, which I would love to see. I got it all written up in my bucket list of notes. Yeah, so, yeah, go with me on this. I will, show you my ideas of every spin-off that I would love to see to be expanded across the Whoniverse. I mean, we got the War Between the Land and the Sea coming really soon. I can't wait to see it. And I've seen the promo images of the new Sea Devil design of the spin-off. And the Sea Devils look really, really intense and terrifying. They're going to do what they're going to do, what they're trying to rectify is make it look like a Torchwood Children of Earth Day 1 and Day 2. And it's been confirmed that it will be airing in next month in December on BBC iPlayer and Disney Plus in 2026. And other news I want to talk about is that Amy Pond and Rory Williams, played by Karen Gillan and Arthur Darvill, are going to be reuniting for a podcast and talking to actors and actresses and talking about their time filming Doctor Who from Series 5 to Series 7 Part 1. You have to go check that out. We don't know when, but we will get a release date soon. And also, the other thing I want to talk about is, hang on, give me a sec, is that about what's going to be happening in Doctor Who in the next year's Christmas special of Doctor Who. So I've been watching some TikTok videos of people predicting of what's going to be happening in the story. I know Billie Piper's going to be in it because everyone's saying that she's not technically the Doctor, rather than Rose Tyler or Bad Wolf. We don't know. Sorry, I just burped there. And also, I think it's heavily rumored that David Tennant will be coming back, and I heard a lot of leaked theories that both Billie Piper and David Tennant will be reuniting for like a 20th anniversary to Army of Ghosts and Doomsday, which will be, oh God, that would be such nostalgia to go back to. But we don't want to focus on nostalgia. We want to start fresh with new stories, a new Doctor, new companion, new monsters, and maybe some returning monsters, maybe. And so this would be Russell T Davies's last story for Doctor Who, because there are talks that he might be stepping down from being showrunner, which is quite a shame because he's already written future stories for seasons 3 and 5 for if Disney renewed their deal with the BBC, which unfortunately took so long. And everyone knew that Disney were going to pull out because of the ratings and all that. And because of the CGI with Sutek being a giant dog and Omega being a giant skeletal corpse, which kind of flopped, to be honest. And they killed off Archie Panjabi's Rani and left Anita Dobson's Rani, but she's still out there. Hopefully they will properly regenerate Anita, make sure that they do the Rani justice. Like have Anita Dobson's Rani regenerate properly into Archie Panjabi. And Archie Panjabi is like the 4th Rani, because there's only 4 incarnations of the Rani so far.
Motion detected at the front door.
Sorry, that's my and Olivia's Alexa. Sorry, I can't. I'm whispering quietly because I don't want to say her name out loud. Yeah. Also, the other topic I want to talk about is that the BBC are looking for a new streaming partner now that Disney have pulled out. They're currently looking at either Netflix or Amazon Prime or HBO Max. Which one of those will be successful for rather than Disney? So also there are lots of there are talks of a new showrunner coming in. First off, there's Jack Thorne, who you might recognize as he wrote Harry Potter and the Cursed Child and Adolescence. So yeah, we need a new fresh showrunner, to be honest, because we've had RTD come back, and when I heard that RTD came back, I was like, what? And then I was like, after that, I felt like, oh yes, he's gonna save Doctor Who. And then we all know how that went. So yeah, I think Jack Thorne would be an ideal choice for showrunner. But everyone's betting if he becomes the showrunner, and he would be like partnering with the BBC and Netflix. I can actually see that happening. The other next showrunner I want to talk about is Pete McTighe, who you all know wrote some very strong stories. Like sorry about that, guys. The post lady was at the door. So yeah. Anyway, going back to Pete McTighe, he wrote some very strong stories in Doctor Who in the past. Like he wrote Kablam in series 11 and Praxius, which I wouldn't say is a strong story, but it was kind of a bad one, to be honest. Not really the best. But also, recently he wrote 73 Yards, which was one of the strongest, best episodes in like last year's season. And this year he wrote Lucky Day, which was so intense. Oh my God, that was like quite a shocking reveal that Jonah Horror King's Conrad Clark was actually the villain this whole time. And he made quite an impact, like one of the shocking betrayals in Doctor Who, like in the past. I think Lucky Day is one of the best, like great episodes of this season so far. And so Pete McTighe, going back to Pete McTighe, I also, he's wrote the new spin-off, this year's spin-off, The War Between the Land and the Sea, which is coming next month. And he could, and let's be honest, Stephen Moffat wrote more Doctor Who episodes and more, but Pete McTighe
Motion detected at the front door.
wrote more than like 4 episodes of Doctor Who and a spin-off. But I got my hopes that I got a very good feeling that he would be also a good fit for showrunner, because we need someone who's wrote good stories for Doctor Who. And everyone's looking at Pete McTighe because they want him to be the showrunner. And I can see why, because he's wrote very strong, good, amazing stories. And yeah, he's a very good writer. So if I would see him with the BBC partnering with Amazon Prime, who knows? And there's also another showrunner that I want to talk about is, it's been rumored before, but this one has to be James Michael Straczynski, who wrote Babylon 5. And if he becomes showrunner, then he would write very horror, scary stories. Like, he wrote very great horror sci-fi series. And if he becomes showrunner, he would team up with either HBO Max, to be honest, with the BBC. And also, the other one that I've been theorizing for quite some time is Russell T Davies's friend Sally Wainwright. If she was showrunner, I'm sure that the BBC would go back to a normal budget for Doctor Who, because the Whoniverse is expanding, so there are a lot of things going a lot at the moment with Doctor Who's future. So I hope, fingers crossed, we hear something. All right, thank you for all watching this video. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment below. Also, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and hope you're all excited for Doctor Who's new spin-off coming and next year's Christmas special. So you might have to listen to Big Finish audio and rewatch all old classic and modern era Doctor Who stories and series. All right, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment below, and have a good day. Bye for now.